Hello, this is David Nutt. I'm Chair of Drug Science, and I want to welcome you to our Ask David Anything series of questions. Kim asks, are you worried about the manner in which drugs like cannabis and psilocybin will become available in the UK? What mistakes do we need to avoid that we've seen other countries make? That's a very interesting question, Kim. I mean, I think the only worry I have about the introduction of cannabis in the 20 countries around the world in which it has been introduced is what we might call the Colorado experiment, where it's a very open, very free market in cannabis products. I am concerned that might encourage people to use stronger forms of cannabis, and that potentially could get us into difficulties. It reminds me a little bit of what happened 200 years ago when gin first became available in Britain and it was unregulated. You could buy a pint of gin for the same price as a pint of beer. And of course, the damage from a pint of gin is much, much greater than that from a pint of beer. So my own personal view, and this is supported by research that Drug Science has done, is that in fact a regulated, controlled market in cannabis is the best way forward. That's a market which is the sort of market we have in Uruguay and in the Netherlands. We did some research last year, just published at the end of last year, showing that if you look at the various benefits of cannabis across different forms of marketing, there's some kind of state-regulated control of cannabis is the most sensible way forward. Psilocybin and other is not becoming available really anywhere in the world, although we did hear that Denver voted to make it legal. I hope other countries follow suit, and certainly it'd be great if magic mushrooms became available. We know they were available in Britain till 2005. They were widely used, very little evidence of any harm. So again, I think provided we use the natural product in ways which avoid producing intense concentrates of the active ingredient, we probably wouldn't get any more harms than those few we had back in the period when they were legal. So we just need to wait and see on that one. If you like my answer, please leave a review and a rating on your podcast app. For tickets for our live podcast on psychedelics on the evening of the 13th of November in London, go to the drugscience.org.uk website. You'll also find a lot of very useful information there. And of course, you can tweet me at Prof. David Nutt or hashtag AskDavidAnything to get your questions answered.